Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have another tray video. I'm going to actually change my tray for August. I thought that I was going to keep it the same as I did in July, but since I have been shopping and I do have some new fragrances, I want to move my tray around. I want to take some fragrances out that I've been using like non-stop, add a few new fragrances. Some are going to stay until I get the rest of my collection, which I am missing so much. So if you are new here and you love all things girly, fragrance, beauty, self-care, body care, go ahead and subscribe because that's pretty much all that I talk about on this channel, and I would love to see you back for my future uploads. With that said, let's jump right into this perfume tray. So this is the tray that I got temporarily from Amazon. I am going to link it in the description box if you're interested in it. It's a cute little tray. It's supposed to spin around, but since I have so much stuff on it, it's actually just too heavy for that. But I have this tray pretty packed with a lot of fragrances, but I did get new fragrances recently, and I noticed that I've been reaching for like the same ones over and over. So I want to kind of like take some fragrances out and just add some new fragrances that I'm excited to play with. So this is going to be the tray for the rest of August, and hopefully this month my move gets here so that I can do a really nice fall tray for September. That's what I'm like really looking forward to. If not, I also have some fragrances that I'm going to be doing a haul for that are super fall vibes. So regardless, I'm gonna have a fall tray coming up in September, but I really hope that I have the rest of my collection as well. So let's go ahead and let's start emptying out what I have on this tray, and then we will get to filling it right back up. Alright, so I emptied out the tray, I gave it a little wipe down, and now I'm gonna start adding the fragrances that I for sure want to give more love in August. I want to get to know them better, give them a lot of wears. And August here is still very warm. It's in the 80s most days. Mornings are pretty cool though. Mornings are like in the 60s. So for August, I think I'm just going to like enjoy what is left of summer. And then for September, I'll kind of start transitioning into fall scents just because I'm super duper excited. But I'm not sure how the weather's going to be here because it's my first year here. So let's just go ahead and add fragrances that still have some summer vibes to them, as well as some that can be kind of like transitional type of fragrances. So that's kind of what I'm going to focus on this tray. So I am going to start off with my Eau de Juice Good Energy. This is a beautiful mango, very refreshing fragrance, really easy to reach, everyday wear, very casual. Jeans and a t-shirt, throw this on, you're good to go with some lip gloss or something. It's just a really nice, flirty, feminine, fruity, tropical type of fragrance. Next up, I'm going to definitely be adding Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Summer Vibes. I included this in my favorites for July. I am in love with this flanker. I let it sit for a couple of months and I ended up falling head over heels in love with it. The peach in here is done so beautifully, and I'm so happy that I added this to my collection. I'm also going to be adding a link in my description box. I recently became an affiliate with Joma Shop, and I created a page with a lot of my top fragrances on there, and I believe I added this one on there because they had it for a really good deal. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that link in the description box. I added like a lot of my favorite fragrances on there, so definitely check it out. But this is one that I love. And just so that you guys know, that link, if you do use that link, I do get commission out of that. I love to let you guys know. It's always in the description box, but I love to be transparent with you guys and let you guys know that I do receive commission out of that. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, no worries at all. Next up, I'm going to be adding Vacation. This fragrance is literally just the name. It's a vacation in a bottle. Super just beachy, pool day, bathing suit, banana in there. It's creamy. So it's definitely not as strong as those white florals like Soleil Blanc or those types of fragrances where you do get the coconut and you do get like the sunscreen vibe, but you get those heavy white florals in it. I don't get that as strong with this one. I get more of the banana, more of the creamy coconut. So it's still very sunscreeny. So if you don't like that type of vibe, you won't like this. But for those of you who love kind of like that nostalgia of just like summer days, the pool, the beach, this is a really, really nice one. Next up, I'm adding Lait de Coco from Le Monde Gourmand. I've just been loving this and I have been using it quite a bit. Like every time that I'm just going to, I had to go to the dentist a few times because I had an emergency come up and I had to go to a few appointments and things like that, and I reached for this because it's just the perfect, I want to smell good but I don't want to be like obnoxious in a doctor's office type of scent. And it's coconutty, it's creamy, it's really, really nice. So I am going to continue to give this love. Next up, I'm going to be adding Yara from Lattafa to my tray. I have used this about 3 times since I spoke about it and I'm still loving it. I'm still enjoying it. There are moments while it's drying down where it gets a little like strong on the musk on my skin, and I kind of get like scared, like, ooh, is this something that I am truly enjoying? But overall, it's such a nice scent, and when I wear this, literally my closet, wherever I put the clothes that I was wearing while I was wearing this fragrance, my closet will smell like that for days. It will make the whole closet smell good. So it's a really good performer, and it smells so girly and sweet and a little powdery and just creamy berry. It's just so good. So that little moment where I do get that strong musk, it doesn't really last that long, so I'm okay with it. You know, it's okay because the dry down of it is beautiful and it's very long lasting on me as well. Next up, I'm going to be adding Blanche Bête, I believe is how you pronounce it. I was saying beet before, but this one I definitely want to wear it, get to know it. It's like a good transitional fragrance because I think I'm going to prefer it during fall time, but I feel like this works year round as well, and I would love to use this like in the evenings or just when I want to feel cozy, just fluffy, creamy, a little powdery. It's just so beautiful and feminine to me, and just it smells so good. Next up, I'm going to be adding just a fresh, clean, easy to reach fragrance for those days that I just want to smell good. I'm gonna go do groceries or I'm gonna run errands, and that is Moschino Toy 2. And this I will be featuring in a haul. I'm not sure if the haul is going to be posted before or after this video, but I will talk about it more on there. But it's just a juicy, little fruity, clean scent, and it's super easy to wear, and I love it so much. Next up, I'm going to be adding Sucre de Cotton by Le Monde Gourmand, and this is one that I wasn't like super duper in love with, but at the same time, it smells really good. So I definitely want to wear some more because I do remember that it did have really good performance on my skin, and I did get a really, really nice scent bubble out of this one, and it was just sweet cotton candy. So it's just like an easy reach as well, but when I'm in the mood for something sweet, for sure. Next up, I'm going to be adding L'Oeil Rouge. This is also part of a recent haul that I did on my channel, and this is a perfume oil. So I did recently purchase the Necessaire body lotion, which I'm going to be mixing with body oils to kind of layer with fruity fragrances and all of that. So I want to include this in that routine, see how it goes for me. So I'm going to be adding this to the tray. This is super fruity, exotic, tropical fruit basket type of scent, super duper fruity. So if you love fruity fragrances for summertime, this is really, really nice. Next up, I'm going to be adding my Burberry blush. This one I brought with me and I wanted to use this some more. I used to use this fragrance a lot a few years ago, and I recently brought it back into my collection, and it's just a very girly, flirty fragrance, but it's very long lasting on me. Very just strong, projecting. It has a great performer. So I want to wear this one some more for when I go to have dinner with my family or on the weekends, and I want to feel really girly and pretty. This is definitely one that I want to reach for. Next up, I want to add Gucci Guilty to the tray. This is just an old favorite. It's sexy, peppery, it's like fresh, spicy. It's just, I love it so much. It's a little powdery, but to me, it's just more like sparkling peppery, which is not really my type of scent profile, but this has been a favorite for so many years for me, and there's something about it that just is super unique to me. Very, very different from other fragrances. So this is going to be on the tray as well. Next up, I'm going to add one that's totally going to just mess up the look of the tray. What can I do about this one? There's not much I can do, but I want to use it some more. definitely, because I have not been reaching for it because I had it on the other shelves. And this is Mod Blush by Ariana Grande. So what an eyesore for the tray, but it's such a pretty scent, so I forgive it. It's a really beautiful, fruity, fresh rose type of fragrance, but the rose is like a rose water. I don't get a strong, like red, dry rose from this because those are not my favorite type of rose fragrances. I prefer like a soft pink rose water type of scent, very delicate, and I get that from this fragrance. So I'm going to add that right here. Jesus. Maybe I'm just gonna put it towards the back because that's just horrible. Let's add Replica's Beach Walk just to kind of give it like a final goodbye before next year. I did put a bit of a dent this year into it. This is a 1 ounce bottle, so I should be able to go through it quickly, even though after this month I'm not gonna reach for it no more. But yeah, we're gonna add this one just as like the last hurrah for summertime. And I think that's it. I'm actually pretty happy with that tray. So some of the ones that I've been picking up a whole lot this past month was Coconut Sun by the 7 Virtues. So this one, we got a tiny dent in it because I did go through a full travel size of this one before I purchased the full size bottle. So this one I'm happy that I will have for next year, and hopefully next year it smells even better the longer that it sits in my collection. Can't wait to bring this one back out for next summer. I've also been reaching a lot for Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. That's like a staple in my collection. I'm gonna give it a break because this one's one that I just go to, just put it on without even thinking about it. So I gotta give it a break so I could talk about other fragrances. I've also recently been reaching a lot for Dolce Lily, which I did talk a lot about this past summer. And I did go through a travel size of this one as well. And I'm slowly getting a small dent in there. This is the really big 3.4 ounce bottle. So I'm so happy that she will be back next summer. Probably by next summer, it's going to be really hard to get my hands on it. So I'm just going to make this one last and not go through it so quickly. I was also reaching for Coconut Fizz a whole lot. So we're going to give her a break as well. The dent is much bigger this year, so I want to make this last at least 2 more summers before I sadly won't have it anymore unless I magically find it somewhere because this is discontinued. You know what, I want to put one more on the tray, and this is Valentino's Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. I reached for it a few times, but not enough. Like, I want to wear it a few more times. Let's just put it, oh, perfect. Right there. We kind of disguise the Mod Blush. Oh God, you guys, this one is breaking my heart. Look at the dent on my Donna Aqua. This makes me want to cry. It's halfway done. I have been like stretching this bottle out because a lot of times it's funny when I tell you guys like my most favorite fragrances, they're the ones that have the smallest dent because I have this thing in my mind where I don't want to use them up. And it's weird because it's my favorite scent. So this one, I was just like, you know what, girl, enjoy it, you know, before it goes bad. It's such a beautiful fragrance. There's pear in there, there's almond. And now that I see that dent, it just makes me really, really sad because this one, I'm probably just going to end up buying another bottle, but they're ridiculously priced on eBay. It's like $200, but I honestly feel like I'm going to end up buying one. Hopefully I can find a 3.4 ounce bottle around that price so that I get like the biggest bottle there is, because this, I think this is the smallest bottle. Yeah, this is just an ounce. So that's why the dent just forms on it so much quicker. So if I could get my hands on a big bottle of this, I would be so happy because this is one of my favorite fragrances. Almondy, but still juicy and beautiful and super feminine and delicate. Oh, I don't even think there's anything that I have found that smells quite like this. There's a body mist from Bath & Body Works. I think it's called Almond Blossom, which I think you can get online most of the time. But it's similar, but it's still not like a dupe for it. And of course, it's not going to be as strong as a perfume because it's a body mist. So I'm going to be on the hunt for something that smells like this. And if I ever find it, I will be sure to let you guys know. So I do have a few travel sizes that I want to put out, but I think I'm going to order a little travel size container to hold my travel sizes because every time I put them on the tray, they just knock over every single day and it just drives me insane. But once I get that little holder, I will be adding a lot of these new fragrances, like for example, Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia. I want to test that one out. Father Figure from Fleur, Juicy Couture, Viva la Juicy Sucre. So I'm going to be putting those on there as well. So those are the ones that I'm going to be focusing on for the month of August. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Comment down below, what do you think of the fragrances that I added to my August tray? Let me know if you love them, if you don't like them, or if you're interested in some of them. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.